Ciao Bella from Florence to Venice, Italy.
We're here for
What's the first thing people think about when they hear about Venice? Gondolas. Yes. So, here are my tips on the best time to go to Venice.
So we're buying tickets now and here we go. Welcome
Water buses are another option for getting around. You can buy a bus pass that will allow you to ride for your full trip. On your way, be sure to explore the countryside to take in the stunning fall colors in the vineyards starting in the middle of October going through November.
Hello.
There's something extremely romantic and charming about Venice. Imagine strolling down alleyways, eating authentic gelato, while window shopping for Italian leather handbags, whether it's the Basilica di San Marco, located in the heart of the Piazza San Marco, the Rialto Bridge, or the Ponte di Sospiri. There is so much history to be seen on this magical little island. It can seem very overwhelming.
And we're going down. See? That's our hotel. There is like gasoline station.
Yeah, exactly. Just a gasoline station.
Yeah.
We take it for boats.
For both. This is our hotel.
So, a 15 to 20-minute ferry ride later, and we arrive at the hotel from the main train station in Venice. We checked in into the room and went up to the third floor to see what we were walking with.
Thank you, baby.
Entering, I quickly recognized the Hilton style. Hiltons tend to be very large properties that can host large conferences and other events. The rooms tend to be a more business-oriented design as well.
Wow.
I visited many Hiltons worldwide, and they all tend to have a similar feel and appearance. This is one of the features that I believe actually attracts a large number of their clients. It's called brand loyalty Fox. It was such a beautiful place to watch the boats go by and see the sunrise. The rooms are straight to the point but clean and very comfortable. The bedding was super amazing. is quite good. It's located next to the reception desk, which is very convenient. Throughout the day, they offer their usual refreshments such as soft drinks and snacks.
Hello. Are you filming yourself? You should film the city.
If you're looking to go somewhere a bit farther or have heavy bags that you don't want to carry, you can take a water taxi. If you take a train into Venice, you can walk out on the train station, and the first bridge that you see is the main bridge. Right underneath there are water taxis.
Hello.
Soon it will be over and buried with our past. We used to play outside when we were young and full of life and full of love.
Hello.
Now, with all the canals and stunning little streets, I'm almost sure this happened to me countless times in Venice. Though the great things about Venice is that even you do go a little off track, you'll find a heap of gems, as most of the beautiful spots are dotted all across the city. And also, there are some modern art galleries that you can find there.
I think it's popular anymore.
With centuries of history, be sure to see the iconic mosaics that make this place so special. These mosaics go back hundreds and hundreds of years and still look incredible.
Here.
Just be sure to arrive early if you want to miss the majority of the queues. This place can get quite busy.
Can't like
Venice.
Venice. Yeah. So right now, just
Venice
walking
is
in
very
the small
confusing with
streets.
its narrow streets and alleys. Quite often, Google Maps gets lost, so pay attention to the shape of buildings and bridges instead of the actual blue dot. You can also just ask for directions, but this doesn't always mean you're going to easily find your destination.
So look at this, very small, only one. Yeah. So this street is all for only one person. Yeah.
You will be walking a lot, so if you have kids and want to bring the stroller, beware. You will be carrying it up and down the canal stairs a lot, similar to Positano actually.
Randomly.
Well, I have no clue what Venice they were talking about, but the Venice I visited is truly magical. It may be one of the most touristed cities in the world, and the amount of tourists that actually visit the city is kinda crump its authentic vibe. But I still think it's one of the most amazing cities in the world, and I can't wait for my next visit. So, if you get lost, which happens to everyone in Venice, or you're simply too tired of walking around, you can hop on and off a Vaporetto. It's a water taxi, but I would rather call it a water bus. Rialto Bridge, being the oldest bridge that crosses the Grand Canal in Venice. So this is the place that we've stayed for 3 days, a Hilton Hotel in Milano. Lastly, there are the gondolas. It costs close to 100 euros or 115 US dollar for 30 minutes, so it's not really worth it just for getting from place to place, but for me, it's worth it. Venice is a beautiful Italian gem to explore. It's a kind of city that's totally unique, with miles of canals, tiny alleys, and a whole heap of history. You'll be totally spoiled for choice when deciding on all the best things to do in Venice whilst you're there.
People are giving up.
Another one of the must-see spots, Piazza San Marco, is one of the most well-known spots to visit in Venice. This vast open piazza is stunning at any time of the day. It's probably the largest open space in all of Venice. In some ways, it's a little like going to Times Square in New York City or seeing the Eiffel Tower in Paris. and that it can be filled with fellow travelers, and the prices of cafes' food can be a little higher due to this. Be ready for anything in Venice. This floating city consists of a group of 117 small islands separated by canals and linked by bridges. It can be the most romantic place on earth, but it can also be terribly expensive.
Walking around this old and empty house. So hold my hand, I'll walk through my day. Stars creep as you sleep, it's keeping me awake. It's the house telling you to close your eyes.
The choice to leave Venice as the final destination of our trip was the perfect way to say ciao to Italy.
giubbotto e una luce per attirare l'attenzione. Non gonfiate il giubbotto.